Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna get right into it. I've been really just so grateful for, I think this is a little too bright, a lot of glare. I've been really just so grateful for the opportunity that we've all really had to slow down and to, really just breathe and reassess. And this is how I've been approaching this the pandemic, the social distancing and the quarantining and all that stuff. Just I've been taking this opportunity to really go inward. And one of the I've been getting a lot of insights and downloads, and one of the things that stood out to me, what I'm working on currently is releasing things that don't serve me, mindsets, ideas, thoughts about how things are supposed to go, and just being really rigid in my perception or understanding or belief of how things are supposed to be going. Just releasing all of this need to control everything. And that has been quite a journey in itself. I've been getting a lot of different revelations about who I am and just how I've been operating throughout the course of my life. Like, it's been really, truly insightful. But one of the things that stood out to me today was I was on the level of trust that I have for myself, for other people. I absolutely have trust issues. And I didn't really realize it before. But I definitely have trust issues. And I usually just was like, oh, well, you can't take everything everybody says at face value. I was the type of person where, like, even if somebody was trying to warn me about, like, precaution me about something, I'd be like, oh, we'll see. Yeah. So I was sort of committed to living out these experiences for myself that I didn't necessarily have to, because I didn't want to be hurt again. And that's really what it boiled down to, is I didn't want to be hurt or disappointed, and I didn't want to feel naive and, really end up being disappointed or angry with myself because I let it happen, so there's that whole thing. So I was really just thinking about how I can start letting people and start approaching trust. Like, I don't want to, like, jump in. I don't want to just, like, dive in yet. I want to, try it out a little bit. So how can I, where do I start with putting my toes in? And I think this morning I was meditating and really just putting out my requests, my petitions to the universe. And it was like, okay, well, what do I know as fact? Like, what can I trust? Starting with the absolute basics. I can trust that, really the promises of God, law of attraction. What I consistently do and how I have consistently performed, like, I can trust those things. And as far as other people, I can trust that I have love. And that was the thought that came to me, sort of And it was like, well, I don't know. I started to like question it. Like, I don't know. And, you know, because if I had love, then it would be apparent in this way and in that way. And this sort of goes back to the whole control thing. It was like, you don't get to, first off, I don't get to determine how other people show me they love me. Now, I have my love languages, and there are ways that if you care to show me that you love me, these are the ways that I would prefer. But I don't get to say, no, if you can't love me like this, and this, then you cannot be, I will not accept that as, I can't do that. We can't do that. That's holding, trying to control everything. And the thing about control, like nothing can flow through tightly clenched anything. The energy is so constricted. Nothing can flow through you if you're trying to latch on to everything and say it absolutely has to be like this, or I'm going to choose to be angry, or whatever the lower vibrational decision or action ends up being, because we don't get our way. So going back to with the meditation, it was like I have love. I love is all around me. I always have, there's an abundance of love in my life. And me trying to fight this, like, no, because it would show up like this. And it hit me. Not only was it I don't get to dictate how people show me their love, but then there was the understanding of I have an abundance, absolutely have an abundance of love in my life. And it's coming to me in ways that I may not even be receptive to. Like, I'm rejecting it because it's not coming in the way that I said it needs to come. Like, I'm telling you, like this for me, this is a game changer. This is absolutely a game changer, because coming from the perspective of law of attraction, if I am not going with the flow by allowing and being in the receptive mode with love, specifically, just in that tiny little sliver of the abundance that could possibly be coming to me, what else am I rejecting?